Welcome to our Bible quiz on the parables of Jesus. In this video, we'll test your knowledge on the powerful stories Jesus used to teach valuable life lessons. See how well you know these timeless teachings and challenge yourself with our quiz. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy the quiz, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more faith-building content. Ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's dive into the wisdom of Jesus' parables together. Ready? Let's get started.
Why did Jesus tell the parable of the mustard seed? A. To explain agricultural practices. B. To illustrate the growth of God's kingdom from small beginnings. C. To criticize the Pharisees. D. To promote gardening. Jesus used the parable of the mustard seed to emphasize the concept of growth and expansion from humble beginnings. The mustard seed, known for its tiny size, eventually grows into one of the largest garden plants, symbolizing how the kingdom of God, starting from a small group of followers, would expand significantly. This parable reassures believers that even their small acts of faith and service can contribute to the expansive and inclusive nature of God's kingdom, fostering hope and perseverance. What lesson did Jesus intend to convey by telling the parable of the mustard seed? A. The importance of planting trees. B. The idea that faith, no matter how small, can lead to significant growth. C. The need for wealth to build God's kingdom. D. The significance of maintaining traditions. Jesus intended to convey that even a small amount of faith, like a mustard seed, can grow and produce significant results. This emphasizes the power and potential of faith, encouraging believers to trust in the transformative power of God's kingdom. In which three books of the New Testament is the parable of the mustard seed found? A. Matthew, Mark, Luke. B. Matthew, John, Luke. C. Mark, Luke, John. D. Matthew, Mark, John. The parable of the mustard seed is found in the Gospels of Matthew 13:31-32, Mark 4:30-32, and Luke 13:18-19. It is not mentioned in the Gospel of John. What does the mustard seed represent in the parable? A. Wealth. B. Knowledge. C. The kingdom of God. D. Wisdom. In the parable of the mustard seed represents the kingdom of God, which starts small and grows into something large and expansive. What happens to the mustard seed when it is planted? A. It withers away. B. It grows into a large tree. C. It becomes a small bush. D. It remains a small seed. When the mustard seed is planted, it grows into the largest of garden plants, eventually becoming a tree where birds can perch in its branches. This transformation from a tiny seed to a large tree illustrates the potential for significant growth from small beginnings. It symbolizes how the kingdom of God, though starting small and seemingly insignificant, can expand and have a profound impact, offering shelter and support to many. This parable emphasizes the importance of faith, perseverance, and the transformative power of God's work in the world. What is the significance of the birds perching in the branches of the mustard tree? A. Birds represent angels. B. Birds symbolize different nations. C. Birds signify the expansion and inclusiveness of God's kingdom. D. Birds indicate a good harvest. The birds perching in the branches of the mustard tree symbolize the inclusiveness and expansive nature of God's kingdom, welcoming all people. This imagery illustrates how God's kingdom grows from small beginnings to provide refuge and blessings to all who seek it. The parable emphasizes that the kingdom of God is open to everyone, regardless of their background, and that it will continue to expand, offering shelter, comfort, and community to a diverse range of individuals. This highlights the boundless reach and embrace of God's love and grace. How is the mustard seed described in terms of size? A. Largest of all seeds. B. Smallest of all seeds. C. Average size seed. D. Invisible to the eye. The mustard seed is described as the smallest of all seeds, yet it grows into a significant and large plant, illustrating the surprising growth of the kingdom of God. What does the growth of the mustard seed into a large plant symbolize? A. The growth of wealth. B. The expansion of the Roman Empire. C. The growth of the kingdom of God from small beginnings. D. The increase of human knowledge. The growth of the mustard seed into a large plant symbolizes the kingdom of God starting from small beginnings and growing into something vast and influential. This parable highlights how God's kingdom, initially appearing insignificant or small, has the potential to expand immensely and encompass many, demonstrating God's inclusive and transformative power. It emphasizes the importance of faith and patience, showing that significant spiritual growth can arise from humble beginnings. In the parable, who plants the mustard seed? A. A farmer. B. A king. C. A merchant. D. A man. In the parable, it is simply a man who plants the mustard seed. This detail emphasizes that the kingdom of God is accessible to everyone and can be initiated by anyone, regardless of their status or background. It signifies that the growth and impact of God's kingdom do not rely on powerful or influential figures, but can begin with ordinary individuals. This inclusiveness highlights the universal potential for participation in and contribution to God's work. Which of the following is not a lesson from the parable of the mustard seed? A. Small beginnings can lead to great outcomes. B. God's kingdom is inclusive. C. Faith as small as a mustard seed is powerful. D. Wealth leads to prosperity. The parable teaches about the potential for great outcomes from small beginnings, the inclusiveness of God's kingdom, and the power of faith, but it does not teach about wealth leading to prosperity. What does the large growth of the mustard plant suggest about the nature of the kingdom of God? A. It is exclusive. B. It is temporary. C. It is ever-expanding and inclusive. D. It is hidden. The large growth of the mustard plant suggests that the kingdom of God is ever-expanding and inclusive, reaching out to all people and growing beyond initial expectations. What can we learn about faith from the parable of the mustard seed? A. Faith must be large to be effective. B. Even a small amount of faith can grow and achieve great things. C. Faith is irrelevant to growth. D. Faith must be visible to all. The parable teaches that even a small amount of faith, like a mustard seed, has the potential to grow and achieve great things, emphasizing the power and significance of even the smallest faith. This illustrates that faith does not need to be large or grand to be effective. It can start small and still have a profound impact as it grows and develops. This encourages believers to have faith, no matter how small it may seem initially, trusting in its potential for great outcomes. How can the lesson of the mustard seed encourage someone starting a new project? A. By showing them that small beginnings can lead to great results. B. By discouraging them from starting. C. By emphasizing the need for large resources initially. D. By focusing on immediate success. The parable of the mustard seed illustrates that even the smallest beginnings have the potential to grow into something significant. This lesson encourages individuals starting a new project to have faith in their efforts, no matter how modest they may seem initially. By persevering and nurturing their project, they can achieve substantial results over time. This perspective fosters patience, resilience, and a belief in the power of gradual progress, inspiring confidence in their endeavors. How might someone apply the mustard seed principle when helping others? A. By giving up if immediate change is not seen. B. By believing small acts of kindness can make a big difference over time. C. By expecting large changes right away. D. By focusing only on grand gestures. When helping others, this principle suggests that consistent, small acts of kindness and support can accumulate and create a substantial positive impact in their lives. It encourages persistence and patience, understanding that meaningful change often starts with humble, seemingly insignificant efforts, which gradually grow into something much larger and more impactful. This teaches the value of ongoing compassion and dedication. How can the parable inspire someone struggling with faith? A. By suggesting their faith is too small to matter. B. By encouraging them to abandon their faith. C. By showing that even a small amount of faith can grow and strengthen over time. D. By comparing their faith to others. The parable illustrates that even a small faith, like a mustard seed, has the potential to grow and develop into something strong and influential. This teaches that initial doubts or feelings of inadequacy in one's faith are natural, but with nurturing and persistence, faith can expand significantly. It encourages individuals to trust in the gradual process of spiritual growth, knowing that every small step taken in faith can lead to profound and impactful transformation over time. This reassurance helps individuals remain steadfast and hopeful, even when their faith feels insignificant. What lesson from the parable can be applied when setting personal goals? A. Only setting grand and ambitious goals. B. Avoiding setting goals. C. Starting with small, manageable goals and working consistently towards them. D. Waiting for perfect conditions to start. The parable of the mustard seed teaches that significant growth and achievement often begin with small, manageable steps. By setting realistic, incremental goals and consistently working towards them, individuals can experience substantial progress over time. This approach emphasizes patience, persistence, and faith in the process, showing that even modest beginnings can lead to meaningful and impactful results. The lesson is to trust in the gradual process of growth and not be discouraged by starting small. How can the parable help someone facing discouragement in a new job? A. By making them feel their efforts are insignificant. B. By reminding them that great things often start from small beginnings. C. By encouraging them to quit. D. By emphasizing immediate success. The parable of the mustard seed can be particularly encouraging for someone feeling discouraged in a new job. It emphasizes that even the smallest efforts can eventually lead to significant achievements. This perspective helps individuals understand that initial struggles and seemingly minor contributions are normal and important parts of the growth process. By focusing on the potential for growth and future success, the parable encourages patience, persistence, and faith in one's gradual progress. How can parents use the parable to teach children about personal growth? A. By emphasizing quick results. B. By ignoring small efforts. C. By teaching that small, consistent efforts can lead to great personal growth. D. By discouraging small efforts. Parents can use this parable to teach their children the value of persistence and consistency. By encouraging small daily efforts in areas such as studying, practicing an instrument, or helping others, children learn that these small actions accumulate over time, leading to substantial personal growth and meaningful achievements. This teaches the importance of patience and dedication in their endeavors. How can the mustard seed parable guide someone in community service? A. By focusing on large-scale projects only. B. By believing that small, regular contributions can make a big difference in the community. C. By waiting for the perfect opportunity. D. By relying on others to make the difference. The parable teaches that even small, regular contributions and efforts can collectively lead to significant improvements and positive changes in the community. It emphasizes the power of consistent, everyday actions over time, showing that everyone can contribute meaningfully, regardless of the scale of their efforts. This perspective encourages individuals to participate in community service without feeling overwhelmed by the need to make immediate, large-scale impacts, highlighting the value of persistence and collective effort in creating lasting change. How can someone apply the parable when learning a new skill? A. By expecting to master it immediately. B. By giving up if progress is slow. C. By understanding that starting small and practicing regularly can lead to mastery over time. D. By avoiding small, incremental progress. The parable of the mustard seed teaches that significant outcomes often arise from small beginnings. When learning a new skill, it's essential to start with the basics and practice consistently. Even if progress seems slow initially, these small, steady efforts accumulate over time, leading to substantial improvement and eventual mastery. This approach emphasizes the importance of patience, perseverance, and faith in the process, reflecting the transformative power of consistent, dedicated practice.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through the parables of Jesus. How many answers did you get right? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more Bible quizzes, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Keep exploring, learning, and growing in your faith. See you next time.